The landing pod shuddered violently as it pierced the turbulent atmosphere of Icarus-7, the icy winds howling like banshees outside. "Hold tight," Jack Lawson yelled over the comms, his voice barely audible above the chaos. The frost-encrusted viewport offered a fleeting glimpse of the hostile world below, a frozen expanse of white and blue. "Brace for impact." Emily Carter's voice cut through the noise, her fingers dancing over the controls. The engineer's face was a mask of concentration, beads of sweat forming despite the sub-zero temperatures inside the cabin. The pod hit the ground with a bone-jarring thud, skidding across the ice before finally coming to a halt. Silence followed, a stark contrast to the pandemonium moments before. Jack exhaled slowly, his breath visible in the frigid air. "Everyone okay?" "Alive, if that's what you mean," grumbled Liam Rodriguez, the team's medic. He was already checking the readouts on his medical scanner, his rugged features set in a perpetual frown. "Minor bumps and bruises. We got lucky." Samantha Sam Lee, the young scientist, was already unstrapping herself, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and excitement. "We actually made it," she whispered, staring out at the alien landscape. "I can't believe it." Jack unbuckled his harness and stood, his muscles protesting after the rough landing. "Let's not waste any time. We need to establish a base camp before nightfall." He moved to the hatch, his breath misting in the frigid air. "Emily, get those heaters running. Liam, check everyone for injuries. Sam, you're with me." The hatch opened with a hiss, revealing the harsh reality of Icarus-7. A bitter wind sliced through their insulated suits, and the landscape stretched out in a desolate expanse of ice and snow. Jack stepped out, his boots crunching on the frozen ground. The cold was unlike anything he had ever experienced, a relentless force that seeped through his layers of protection. Emily followed, dragging a portable heater. "This place is a nightmare," she muttered, setting up the equipment. "But we'll make it work. We have to." Sam was already crouched down, examining the ice. "The composition here is fascinating," she said, her voice tinged with awe. "It's not just water ice. There are other elements, something metallic." Jack turned, intrigued. "Metallic? We'll have to investigate further. But first, we need shelter." He scanned the horizon, spotting a natural overhang that could offer some protection. "There. Let's set up base under that ridge." The team worked quickly, their movements efficient despite the cold. As the heaters began to hum and emit warmth, a semblance of comfort settled over them. Liam finished his checks, confirming no serious injuries. "We're good, Jack. For now." "Good," Jack replied, his mind already racing ahead. "This is just the beginning. We need to prove we can survive here, not just for ourselves, but for all of humanity." Emily adjusted the heater, ensuring it was stable. "If anyone can do it, it's us. We're the best of the best." Sam's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "And who knows what we'll find? This planet has secrets. I can feel it." Jack looked at his team, a surge of pride and determination welling up inside him. They were a small group, but they carried the hopes of an entire species on their shoulders. "All right, let's get some rest. Tomorrow we start exploring. We'll show the Galactic Empire what humans are made of." As night fell, the first stars began to twinkle in the clear, icy sky. The heaters glowed softly, casting a warm light over the small camp. The wind howled outside, but inside, the team felt a flicker of hope. They had made it to Icarus-7, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Jack lay back, staring at the stars through the frosted viewport of their makeshift shelter. "We're just getting started," he murmured. "This is our frozen frontier." The icy winds continued their relentless assault, but within the tiny bubble of warmth and light, humanity's indomitable spirit burned brightly. Jack's heart pounded in his chest as he stared at the crack beneath his feet. The ice creaked ominously, sending a chill down his spine that had nothing to do with the cold. "Everyone, back to the base now," he commanded, his voice cutting through the howling wind. The team scrambled to obey, their breath visible in the freezing air. As they hurried back to the shelter, Jack's mind raced. They had barely survived the landing, and now the very ground they stood on seemed ready to betray them. Once inside the relative safety of their base, the heaters hummed, pushing back the biting cold. Jack took a deep breath. We need to be more careful out there. This planet is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. Emily nodded, her face lit by the soft glow of the heater. We should focus on fortifying our camp and assessing the immediate area for any more hazards. Liam was already inspecting the gear, his brow furrowed. Our suits are holding up, but they won't protect us if the ground gives way. We need better stability measures. Sam, her curiosity undiminished, leaned closer to Jack. Before we ran back, I noticed something in the ice. It wasn't just rock. It had a metallic sheen. Jack's interest piqued. Metallic? Are you sure? Sam nodded enthusiastically. Absolutely. If we can extract it, it might be crucial to our survival. All right, Jack said, formulating a plan. Tomorrow we'll split into 2 teams. Emily and I will work on fortifying the camp. Sam, you and Liam will investigate the metallic substance. The night passed with an uneasy calm, the wind outside their shelter a constant reminder of the planet's hostility. When morning arrived, Jack led his team out with renewed determination. The sky was a deep, crystalline blue, a stark contrast to the white expanse below. Jack and Emily began securing the perimeter of their camp, driving metal stakes deep into the ice and anchoring their equipment more securely. This should hold, Emily said, satisfaction evident in her voice. At least for now. Meanwhile, Sam and Liam worked a short distance away, chipping away at the ice to uncover the mysterious metallic substance. Sam's eyes sparkled with excitement as the first piece came free. Look at this, she breathed, holding up a chunk that glittered in the weak sunlight. It's not just metal. It's something we haven't seen before. Liam examined the fragment closely. It's light but incredibly strong. This could change everything. Back at the camp, Jack and Emily finished their work and joined Sam and Liam. Jack took the fragment, weighing it in his hand. This could be a game-changer, he agreed. If it's valuable, we might have leverage with the Galactic Empire. Emily nodded, her mind already racing with possibilities. We should run some tests, see what we're dealing with. The day wore on, and the team worked tirelessly, driven by a mix of survival instinct and scientific curiosity. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the ice, they gathered inside their shelter to discuss their findings. This mineral, Emily began, holding up a newly polished sample, is unlike anything we've encountered. It could be used for construction, energy, even defense. The implications are enormous. Jack looked around at his team, pride swelling in his chest. We've made incredible progress today, but we're just scratching the surface. There's still so much to discover, and the Empire will be watching. Liam glanced at the frost-covered viewport. Let them watch. We're not just surviving, we're thriving. As the team settled in for the night, the heaters providing a comforting warmth, Jack couldn't help but feel a sense of optimism. They had taken their first steps towards uncovering the secrets of Icarus-7, and with each discovery, their hope for a future on this frozen world grew stronger. Outside, the wind howled, but inside, the spirit of human ingenuity and resilience burned brightly. The unfamiliar hum of engines filled the frigid air, growing louder with each passing second. Jack Lawson squinted at the horizon, his heart racing. We've got company, he muttered, gripping his rifle instinctively. The outline of an approaching ship became visible, its sleek design unmistakably of Galactic Empire origin. Emily, Liam, and Sam gathered beside him, their expressions a mix of curiosity and concern. Why are they here? Emily wondered aloud, her engineering mind already calculating potential scenarios. They probably heard about our discovery, Sam suggested, eyes wide with excitement. This mineral could be what brought them back. The ship landed with a hiss, its ramp lowering to reveal a contingent of Empire officials led by Zoreth, a high-ranking alien with an air of arrogance. His eyes narrowed as he approached the human team. "So, the resilient humans have found something of value," Zorth sneered, his voice dripping with skepticism. Jack stepped forward, maintaining his composure. "We have. This mineral is unlike anything we've seen. It's lightweight yet incredibly strong. It could revolutionize construction and energy use." Zorth's gaze shifted to the sample in Emily's hand. He reached out, examining it with a critical eye. "Impressive. But can you prove its worth?" Emily nodded confidently. "We've conducted preliminary tests. The results are promising, but further analysis is required." Zorth handed the sample back, his expression unreadable. "Very well. We will observe your progress. Do not disappoint us." As the Empire officials set up their observation post nearby, tension hung in the air. Jack gathered his team inside their shelter. "We need to be careful," he said, his voice low. "Zorth is looking for any excuse to discredit us. We have to stay one step ahead." Liam crossed his arms, his face grim. "They're not just here to observe. They're waiting for us to fail." Sam's determination blazed in her eyes. "Then we won't give them that satisfaction. We'll prove we can handle this." The next few days were a blur of activity. The team worked tirelessly, refining their extraction and analysis techniques. Emily and Sam focused on the mineral, uncovering its potential uses and properties. Jack and Liam fortified their defenses, aware that the Empire's presence brought an added layer of danger. One evening, as the sun dipped below the icy horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape, Zorth approached their camp. "Your progress is commendable," he admitted grudgingly, "but we require a demonstration of this mineral's capabilities." Jack exchanged a glance with Emily, who nodded. "We can do that," she said, stepping forward. She held up a piece of the mineral, explaining its properties before placing it in a small, makeshift reactor. The reactor hummed to life, its output astonishing Zorth and his entourage. "This is just the beginning," Emily said, her voice filled with conviction. "With time, we can harness this mineral's full potential." Zorth's eyes gleamed with a mixture of envy and respect. "Very well. We will continue our observation." As the Empire officials retreated to their post, Jack turned to his team, pride swelling in his chest. "We did it. We've shown them what we're capable of." Liam clapped Jack on the back. "And we're just getting started. There's so much more to discover." Sam smiled, her face lit by the reactor's glow. "This is our chance to prove humanity's worth in the galaxy." But as they settled in for the night, Jack couldn't shake the feeling of unease. The Empire's interest in their discovery was both a blessing and a curse. They had gained temporary respect, but the stakes had never been higher. Outside, the wind howled, carrying with it a sense of foreboding. Inside, the team's resolve remained unbroken. They would continue to push the boundaries, uncovering the secrets of Icarus-7 and proving their place in the galaxy. Jack lay back, staring at the stars through the frosted viewport, his mind already planning the next steps. The Empire was watching, but so was the rest of the galaxy. This was their frozen frontier, and they were ready for whatever came next. The first gleam of sunlight pierced the horizon, casting a golden glow over the icy landscape. Jack Lawson stood at the edge of their camp, the biting wind tousling his hair. He took a deep breath, the cold air sharp in his lungs. "This is it," he murmured. "Our new beginning." Inside the shelter, Emily Carter adjusted the mineral reactor, a proud smile on her face. "The readings are stable. We're ready for the demonstration," she announced. Sam Lee, her face lit with excitement, clutched a data pad. "The mineral's applications are endless. This is just the start." Liam Rodriguez, ever the pragmatist, checked their perimeter defenses one last time. "Let's hope the Empire is as impressed as we are." The hum of engines interrupted their preparations. Jack looked up to see Zorth and his entourage approaching. The alien official's expression was inscrutable, his gaze fixed on the reactor. "You requested a demonstration. We're here to see if your claims hold water," Zorth stated, his tone clipped. Jack nodded, stepping forward. You'll see that we've not only survived but thrived. He gestured to Emily, who activated the reactor. The device whirred to life, its output displayed on a large screen. This mineral, Emily began, holding up a shimmering sample, is lightweight, incredibly strong, and has unique energy properties. It can revolutionize construction, energy production, and more. The reactor's output increased, the screen showing energy levels far exceeding expectations. Zoratha's eyes widened slightly, the first hint of surprise breaking through his stoic facade. Impressive, he conceded. But can it be scaled? Sam stepped forward, her enthusiasm palpable. Absolutely. With the right infrastructure, we can mass-produce it. This mineral can benefit both human and alien civilizations. Zorath studied the screen for a moment longer before turning to his aides. They whispered among themselves, their expressions a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Finally, Zorath faced Jack. Your findings are indeed significant. The Empire will consider an alliance, but know that failure is not an option. Jack met Zoratha's gaze, unwavering. We won't fail. This is just the beginning. As the Empire officials departed, the tension in the air shifted to one of cautious optimism. Jack turned to his team, pride swelling in his chest. We did it. We've shown them what we're capable of. Emily wiped a tear from her eye, her voice trembling with emotion. I knew we could do it. This is our moment. Liam clapped Jack on the back. And we're just getting started. There's so much more to discover. Sam's eyes sparkled with excitement. This is our chance to prove humanity's worth in the galaxy. As the sun climbed higher, casting a warm glow over their camp, Jack felt a sense of fulfillment. They had not only survived but thrived in the harshest of environments, uncovering a resource that could change the course of history. That evening, as they gathered around the heater, Jack reflected on their journey. We came here to survive, but we've done more than that. We've shown the galaxy what humanity is capable of. Emily raised her mug of warm tea. To our future on Icarus-7. Liam and Sam followed suit, their mugs clinking together. To humanity's resilience and ingenuity, Liam added. To new beginnings, Sam said, her voice filled with hope. As they settled in for the night, the wind outside their shelter seemed a little less harsh. The stars twinkled brightly, a reminder of the endless possibilities that lay ahead. Jack lay back, staring at the frosted viewport. This is our frozen frontier, he whispered, and we're ready for whatever comes next. The icy winds continued their relentless assault, but inside the shelter, the warmth of human determination and unity burned brightly. They had faced the challenges of Icarus-7 and emerged stronger, ready to carve out a future in the frozen expanse. The galaxy was watching, and humanity had just begun to leave its mark.